Hello everybody, Alex here from Snake On Exotics. It's Fossil Monday, so I thought we'd struggling to try and think of something to do because we couldn't go fossil hunting because Meg's off sorting out her car and I've got some work to do at the shop later on today. So can't be gallivanting around all the time. So and we've got to appease the fossil gods because I'm a little bit moody. So what we're going to do, it's a little bit too, well, we learnt our lesson last time, it's a bit too windy to be messing with the little gluing fossils and little stuff. So, but it's the perfect weather for doing some grinding. So it's going to blow away all the dust. So we can do a little bit of grinding. We're going to try and expose some more fossils that we've got from the other ones. And then we'll see if we can find any new ones in the old rocks that we've found already. And then fingers crossed I'll find something new and we won't break nothing. So I'll see you in a bit. But have a look at this bad boy. And I want to see what this is. This bit of bone here. So I've had a couple of goes on him, just to try and loosen up a bit of the stuff, but it's still very, very attached to the bone. So we'll try our best, but it's going to be, what happens is, once you start going on it, you start losing what's bone and what's rock. So sometimes it's easier to do the little chisels, but this stuff is like proper attached to the rock, so anything I chip off is going to come off with at least a tiny bit of bone. But this one, because of the angle it's at, we should be able to grind it down, leave a thin layer next to it, and maybe tap the thin layer off and get it to chip away, because it looks like it's a bit more separate from the rock, this one. You can see this one looks very, very a part of the rock, and this one almost looks like it's pinched between the rock. So we'll have a look at this one. There's a couple more I want to have a look at, and then we'll see how we get on. Okay, so I moved over here so I could do a little bit of tapping, and so I've tapped a little bit on this side just to lower it down a bit. I've just used only the grinder on this side, but what the tapping's done, it's loosened all this up at the opposite end because the vibrations have been going all the way through. So what we're going to have to do is, because we don't want to lose these bits, we have to collect them up, and then at some point we're going to have to put them back together. Now all these bits here, we'll put them in as well, because we may need them. Okay, so we've got all our little bits in there. We can put it back together at some point, and that's what we've got inside. So it's quite a thick piece of bone, really, considering the rest of it looks a bit flat. So hopefully we don't have the rest of this happen to the rest of it. But it looks like it's been cracked for a long time. So if you look, there's sediment in between the rock. No, not the rock, the bone. So this bit here, this light a bit, that's sediment that's gone in between a crack in the bone. So that's been there a long time. It's not like we've cracked it and damaged it. All we've done is loosened it up a bit. But we'll carry on tapping, see if we can expose a little bit more of this. Might as well see if we can do a little bit this side as well, now it's a bit more exposed. And we might move on and see if we can find another one to work on. I was having a little break, letting my hand stop vibrating, and she gets numb after a bit. And I was just looking around the rock. I've just found a tiny, tiny little shark tooth. So we'll have a little look, and it's pretty cool, but it's very, very small. There it is. Little tiny, tiny shark tooth. Come on, camera, focus for me. Here we go. Oh, come on, stay still, Alex. Come on, stay still. It's so small, my camera's having us. I can't do it. I can't do it, Captain. I just don't have the power. There we go. We've got the little shark tooth out. How tiny it is. I think we lost it. It might be just a normal, it might not be a shark, it might just be a predatory fish. But it looks like a little tiny shark tooth. Especially how it's got the little curve to it. Ooh, never found one that small. Put it in the tub. Keep him safe. So I've managed to expose quite a bit more of the fossil now. It's getting to the point where I've got a very, very thin layer that's holding it together. And there is quite a few little micro fractures going through it, which I'm very nervous about. So I'll show you how far we've got. And fingers crossed, nothing bad happens. You can see how it's a lot more exposed now. A lot more, we can see a lot more of the bone. This is the bit I'm worried about. This is so thin and delicate. And then it's this top bit that's got the micro fractures in. It's got a slight micro fracture. But it is, it's coming along nicely. It's a nice little piece of bone, to be fair. So I'll give it a little spin round and we'll have another look at it. There you go, you can see it a little better from this angle. So you can see it's starting to micro fracture. And stuff like that. You can see how it's all crystallised around it. It's very, very soft at this. It's coming away quite nicely, this section is. The bit that's on the big piece of bone is a lot harder. This almost feels like a chalk or a sand. As soon as it touches and it starts just to turn to dust. This, it's actually a stone. So it's a lot harder. It's surprising because it's literally millimetres away and it's a different type of material. So if we look, we've got all this white stuff here. And then this side, it's all black. So at some point, this fossil is, I think the fossil is they're in between the two. So you've got this piece, that's why this piece is all exposed, because this is in the white. And then the half of it is in the rock, which is why it's still uncovered. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a little bit more on this, and then we might try and find another one to do a little bit of work on. I thought we'd have a break from this one. We'll have a dabble on this one. See if we can expose a bit more of this piece of bone here, which is quite a large piece of bone. If I tilt it up to show you, it goes down quite a far way. So see if we can expose a bit more. So again, I've got the same problem with the fossil in the rock. They're all completely shattered from the pressure they've been under the rock. And as soon as you start releasing them from the rock and the vibrations, they start breaking up. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do a little bit of research and find out what the museums use, because what they do is they put a glue or some sort of bonding agent into the fossil, and it almost soaks it all in and makes it one big unit. So I'm going to have to find out what they use and start using it, because I can't do any more now, because I don't want to lose bits. I don't want to have more bits to put together. So we're going to have to leave that one now. I'm afraid I'm going to have to at the same stage with this one. So I think we need to do some more research. But and because this is all broken up now, there's a fossil on the other side I wanted to show you. Because as I was tapping, this sheet came off from the underneath. And what I was told, most these pieces that aren't bone are usually pieces of poo. So oh, and it's starting to rain. So I think we'll have to call it nail on the head today. The fossil gods are not happy because I keep breaking fossils. So I think we'll have to put it all away. We might have to call it a day unless I can do something inside. I'm afraid a bit more research is needed. A bit more education we need to do on how to hold the fossil in one unit as we expose it. I could glue it as I go, and when it more fragments off, glue that back and then carry on. I'm gonna do best thing to do the research instead of making a mistake and ruining a fossil. So I'll go back, see if I can do what I can find out, and then see if I can buy something. I don't know. And then yeah, they're not happy. They're not happy because it's raining. It's raining. Oh, I don't know. She's raining. She's pouring. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I didn't do much, but we did a little bit. I've left my fingers out. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, comment and share for me. If you'd like to watch another video, should be a box there. If you want to watch a playlist, should be up there. If you want to subscribe to the channel, should be up there. So I'll see you in the future. Bye.